All right. Good morning, everybody. So, the live stream accidentally got scheduled for 11:11 this morning instead of 11 o'clock. So I don't know if you guys have even access. I might have to wait for 9 minutes until anybody shows up. So we will just see. Oh, I've got 2 people. Okay. So I don't know if you heard me say, but the live stream this morning accidentally got scheduled for 11:11. But we are here on time at 11 o'clock Eastern, much earlier for you guys on the West Coast. Anyway, excellent. Kurt, Lisa, hello, welcome. So glad that you can see me, that it's all good. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm going to be real with you guys. Like, I'm always real, but I'm going to be really real. As you guys know, most of you know, my mom died earlier this year, and she was the first one. So she's the first of, on my mom's side, my dad's side, her siblings, my dad's siblings and all that. And Corey says she thought it was just a fun little mental thing, so we remember. Oh, maybe it should be. Some people, like numerology people, think that like repeated numbers mean something. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, so I had it because my mom was the first of all the siblings on both sides to die. I had a chance to spend time with my elderly relatives. And I just really, they're all at varying, they're all in their 80s and they're all at varying stages of decline. And I just was really caught with this fire of, holy cow, I've got to like get my life in order and get my body in shape and all this, because I want to be prepared for when I am at that stage. So ever since I got back, good morning. So ever since I got back, I have been like really diligent about eating super healthy and clean, and much to Joel's chagrin, eating super healthy and clean and exercising and all that, which is great. It makes me feel good, but there is an unexpected side effect. And the unexpected side effect is, this is a good thing, I guess, but it's really impacting my life. And that is that suddenly I need 2 more hours of sleep every night. So I used to like 5 or 6 hours. I was totally fine. I was raring to go, get up early, whatever. And now I'm losing 2 full hours every day. This is a good thing. I'm sleeping well, and my body's like, go to sleep. We've got work to do. So anyway, I'm so behind in my life, and today is no exception. So you saw that there was probably no email this morning about what we're going to cover, because I have no idea what we're going to cover. We're going to pick an exercise together and do a marketing prompt, but there are a couple things that I wanted to share with you before we get into the hands-on exercises, okay? Because we do have some super important stuff to talk about. First of all, I have not seen yet the announcement from Intuit, and it is kind of crazy to me that it is October 6th and we have not seen this announcement. But on October 31st, all of the current versions of the certification test are going away. At least they do every year on October 31st. So I fully expect that this year will be the same, and I have no idea why they haven't announced it yet. So on October 31st, all of the current versions of the certification tests are going away. And then on November, early in November, sometimes it's right away, sometimes it's like a week later, they will release all their new training materials and the new version of the test. And they do this because QBO is changing all the time. And so they have to incorporate in the certification test, they have to incorporate all of the new changes and features and all that. So anyway, so what this means for you guys is if you are in a Fast and Easy course, okay, if you're in one of our Fast and Easy QBO courses, you need to hurry up and finish your course before October 31st. What happens if you don't? Well, you'll delay getting your certification. But more importantly, on October 31st, well, on November 1st, we at Fast and Easy QBO shut down. And the reason that we shut down is because I have to study the new test until my eyes bleed and the new training material and rebuild all of the courses. Now, as a Fast and Easy QBO member, like if you've already purchased a course, you are automatically going to get the new version. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to buy it again. This is one of the big questions that we get. Do I have to buy it again? No. You're going to get automatically the new updated version. Okay. But it will take a while, and depending on how much they change things, maybe it'll be a couple weeks, maybe it'll be a month or so. I'll start with the basics, so that one will come out first, then advanced. I don't know about payroll. Payroll is a new certification for them, and so things are kind of wonky. It's like a little bit of a different game there. So I don't know what's going to happen with payroll. So if you are currently in our courses, hurry up and finish. Okay. All right. So if you are not using our Fast and Easy QBO materials, that's totally fine. And if you're using the Intuit materials, just know that they are going to go away. And so all of your progress is going to be lost. So you need to hurry up. Now, at this point, if you fail and you get locked out, you will have to wait until you will not be able to retake the current test. You will have to wait until the new test is released, and you will have to take the entire new test. Okay, right now, if you fail, you can retake and just retake this whatever section that you failed. And that's true even if you get locked out. 60 days later, you still only have to take that one section. But now we don't have 60 days because the new stuff's going to happen. And so in November, when you retake it, you're going to have to study all of the new material, and you're going to have to retake the entire test. Okay. So if you're not using our materials, I'm going to kind of encourage you to use our materials because we call it Fast and Easy for a reason. You can get your basic certification in a day. You can get your payroll certification in a day. You can get your advanced certification in a weekend. Okay. So you got this short time period. And so this is really the time where if you've been trying it on your own all this time and now you're getting down to the deadline, like now's the time to sign up. Okay. All right. So I wanted to talk about that. Also, we have some exciting we have so many exciting things happening. All right. So, okay. So one of the exciting things happening is, I've already announced this, so this is not new, is that we have joined forces with Corey Jankowski to develop a cleanup course. We're going to have a Fast and Easy QBO cleanup course coming in January. And yesterday, the team met, and I'm just so excited. I am so excited with what we are coming up with for you. So this is going to include, one of the things it's going to include is a pricing calculator, and that's what we had the meeting about yesterday. Is how do you even like look at somebody's books and figure out how much you should charge them, and not only how to find out, you know, what you should charge them, but how to present it to the business owner in a way that they understand the value of what you are, what you're going to be doing for them. Like, let me guys just tell you, Corey is brilliant. Like she thinks that her I guess I could say her ego is in check. She's like just so humble about herself all of the time, but she's brilliant. She's brilliant, guys, and don't let her convince you otherwise. Okay? All right. So, Lisa says, this is hilarious. Lisa says, your enthusiasm is so contagious. You could be announcing trash day and get excited. That's true. That's true. And I will admit to you that, that this is like, I am just a person that gets excited about things. My brother tells me that when we were little, I have no recollection of this, but my brother tells me that when we were little, I would get crazy excited about opening a present, like before the present was even opened. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so all right, so enough about that. Okay, so clean up. Joel, place the, okay, so yeah, he put the link in the chat so that you can be on the wait list, so that you can be, you know what's going on. We're going to start sending emails to you guys, tell you what exciting things are happening, and you'll get access to early discounts, and you'll possibly be beta testers and all sorts of fun things. So that's coming up. Let's see, what else? We also, so I have several of you guys here that are on the Power Team. And I, in the last week, unveiled something super exciting to the Power Team. And those of you who are on the Power Team, put in the chat how excited you are about this. Don't tell them what it is. Don't tell them what it is. But it's a game changer, right? It's a game changer. We are disrupting the entire bookkeeping industry, and it's like amazing. Okay, I'm so excited. So the reason I bring that up is because we are still taking applications to join the Power Team. What is the Power Team? The Power Team gets a career. Corey says this is life-changing and career-changing. Yes. So what is the Power Team? The Power Team gets. Oh, Levon says game changer is an understatement. Yes. So the Power Team is an elite squad of QBO Gym users that get early access to each issue, have access to me, and provide feedback on the issue and concepts and all of that, and basically get to be early testers of things, and especially this new exciting thing that we are rolling out. And so there are a few spots left on the Power Team, which is crazy to me why anyone would drop out, but we have had a couple of people drop out. It's mostly time. Like, people are just saying, I just don't have time, because is it a huge commitment, guys? I mean, I don't know. Each issue takes you 3 to 4 hours to complete, and then you just have to provide feedback on it. And I don't know. Is it what would you say? 5-6 hours a month? I said a week before, but it's a month. 5 or 6 hours a month to participate, and you do get a discount. And Lucy says, so very awesome, definitely a game changer. So anyway, yes, so it's exciting. Joel just posted the link to the Power Team. And then finally, before we get into our hands-on exercises, I guess this isn't finally, because I do want to talk about one other thing. Is we got an email from Glenn. And Glenn says, I'm reading a lot about price increases from Intuit and business owner purchase mandate on Facebook groups. So many bookkeepers are unhappy and talking about the other bookkeeping options like Xero and Wave. And he asked if I would speak to this on today's live stream. And I have nothing to say. So I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of unhappy people, unhappy bookkeepers using QuickBooks Online. That's no joke. And if you guys follow Hector Garcia, which if you're not, you totally should. He has a new podcast, which I've been hammering in the newsletter because you guys have to listen to this podcast. He and Alicia Katz-Pollock go in. They talk about all the new features in QBO, and so so you really should. Hector has like the largest YouTube channel all about QuickBooks Online, and so he rails against it all the time. It's hilarious to me to talk about how much to hear him talk about how much he hates QuickBooks Online. Not hates it, but how he just loves desktop so much. He'll say like, desktop is just the perfect platform. It's just the perfect bookkeeping, software. I don't know why they would change it. And he hates QuickBooks Online. Or he doesn't hate it, but he just doesn't love it as much. And he often talks down. And so it's crazy to me that he appears to dislike them so much, but it's not even a thought in his mind. He's never indicated at all that he would consider moving to a different software. I mean, Intuit, I don't know, a lot of people consider them kind of too big to fail. And so I don't know, like I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Glenn. I don't have any insight about it. Let's see. Corey says, Kurt says, Hector is as calm as you are excited. Suzanne says, pick me. For what? For the power team? All you have to do is apply to the power team. Joel put the link in there, and so you can just fill it out. Okay. Lucy says, I'm a big desktop fan, but QBO is best for today's smaller businesses. Corey says, every year they raise the prices, but so far they have also improved the product every year too. It is making it inaccessible for some, but they still have a huge client base that needs us. So there we go. Well put, Corey. All right. So we're going to go over some. I haven't even done my intro yet for all of the people watching on YouTube. I just started talking about my problems, not my problems sleeping too much. All right. So let me do an intro. My video editor may or not, I don't know, he might cut it out. I'm so unprepared, guys. I don't even have anything pulled up. Welcome to the live stream, which we hold every week inside our free Facebook group, the QBO Gym Locker Room. If you are with us live, obviously you were already a member of the Locker Room. If you are watching this replay on YouTube, then the link will be down below. Inside our free Facebook group, you have access to nearly 100 free exercises to get hands-on practice in QuickBooks Online. You also get to participate in our weekly live streams. And we haven't had a vote in a while, but someday we'll start this up again, have votes on where you need more practice. So if you are in the locker room, then here is, you have like a little featured section, and we've got some, I can't figure out how to rearrange these, but we've got a couple of things coming up. Maybe it looks different to you because I'm an admin here, but Anyway, so I have to scroll over. Okay, so in this welcome post is a link to a spreadsheet which has all of our free exercises. It looks like this, if I can get it to pull up. Okay, and you can see, so we have this link and they are divided into different sections. We have our getting started. So if you're brand new to QBO, you don't know anything, these all come from our basic level course. These all come from the advanced course. QBO Gym I'll talk about in just a minute. Pro Advisor challenges come from your free Intuit, your free QBOA account. If you don't know how to get your free QBOA account, then the link is down below. And well, if you're on live, you already have it, obviously, but if you're watching the replay, the link is down below where you can find out how to get your account, how to access the sample company, which is what we use to do our practice exercises. We have exercises that were formerly required for the test, but they're not anymore, and so I don't know, they're still out there, so why not practice? And then we also have our QBO Gym. Our QBO Gym is not free, but you can, why isn't that coming up? Hello? Okay. All right, so, but you can see what is covered inside the QBO Gym. If you ever want to look for a particular exercise, you want to see what we are up to in the gym. So the gym is our subscription product where you can get simulated experience of actually being a bookkeeper. So you have a fictitious business owner that you sit down and work through their books just as if you were the bookkeeper, and every month you get a new set of exercises. So when you first log into the gym, this person should look familiar. There's me in my little workout clothes. Let's get exercising. And then you can go to this little link that is all workouts, and you can see that each issue of the gym is separated into 4 different sections. So they are divided. So the warm-ups are all the things when you first sit down to work on Craig's books, which is primarily seeing what money has come in, what money has come out, processing bank feeds. And then cardio is all of the things that Craig has asked you to do. And then we have, so anyway, these are all the things he has asked you to do. Then we have every month, the strength training is all about a particular deep dive feature that, sorry, I got distracted by Kurt who says, don't do it. I didn't know what you meant for a minute, but then I realized doing the cleanup thing. Thank you. All right, so in the strength training, we take a deep dive into a particular topic or feature in QBO. And so this is in October, we're focused on sales tax. In September, you can see we're focused on prepayments. August was tags. Okay. And then the cool down is where we reconcile accounts and run reports. Okay, so then once you have, so I'm going to click on, I hadn't decided until this minute what I was going to do. So I just decided, let's go ahead and work on October cool down. I have noticed, by the way, I'm going to put this up because this, Lucy, is so nice to say. Oh, wait, how do I do that? Oh my gosh, what happened? Well, oh, there it is. You can't see it on top of the screen. There we go. Lucy says, QBO Gym is amazing and so very helpful. Thank you. All right. Christopher says, force multiplier is a leader that has the ability to influence the masses to work harder together, thus accomplishing new heights. I like that definition. Thank you. All right. So all I can say is I'm working on it. I'm I'm working on it. I try hard. All right, so insights, we're going to take a look at the cool down for October. I was really surprised once I started doing these trainings that how many people had never reconciled a bank account before. I mean, so many, like I did a live stream, something like this, and the chat blew up and said, "Oh, thank you so much. I've never actually reconciled a bank account before." That's crazy to me. So everyone needs to be doing that. Reconciling is, by the way, like it's one of my favorite things to do. I love reconciling. So that's what we're going to do today is we're going to reconcile an account because I love it and I find it fun and I need to do something fun today. So anyway, so here we are in a cool down. So every section starts with a little animated video that tells you what's going on in Craig's world. Then you have a little quiz just to, test your knowledge. Right now, the quiz is nothing. It's just a little thing to test your knowledge. Oh, do I know this? And kind of see. And then we have our hands-on practice. Okay, so let's load this exercise right here. So Joel, let's see, this exercise is 10.CD1. If you can find that one and put that in the chat, if anyone on the chat is not already in the gym. If you already in the gym, then obviously you can just pull it up yourself. But if you are not in the gym, one of the benefits of being on with us live is you get exercises that are not normally free, but are free to you for being here live on the call. We are going to reconcile this checking account together. And then we're all going to get warm fuzzies because we get that green check mark. Love it. Okay, as a bookkeeper, your primary responsibility is to ensure that all financial transactions are correctly categorized and match the flow of money into and out of the bank. You have just received the monthly statement from Craig. Now it's time to confirm that all the transactions have been correctly added to and categorized in QuickBooks Online. To complete this exercise, you will need a copy of Craig's checking account statement. Click the link beneath the cool down video to grab a copy. We'll use it for this exercise. Okay, quick quiz for those of you who are on. What is the difference between reconciling and just going through the bank feeds? I'll let you think about that for a second and then I'll give in. I'll chime in. Okay, so first thing, you're going to need that checking account statement. So the way that you get that when you're in the gym is right here. You're going to click checking statement, and then that will download. Sometimes, depending on your browser, it will, sometimes depending on your browser, it'll just show up. Let's see, not share. All right, I'm just going to have to do it this way. This one. Can you guys see it? Oh, here it comes. All right. So when you go into the exercise here, okay, so we're doing this first one, the checking statement. Whew, having trouble with my mouse now. Click here, right? And then that opens up the exercise in a new tab. And this is the link right here that we need in the chat. Amy Lynn says that she just put her name on the wait list for the cleanup training. Woohoo. Okay. All right. So, oh, I was pulling up that's why I got distracted. Okay. I was pulling up here it is. The statement. Okay. So here's the statement. So you always get you guys can see that, right? So every month. Now, sometimes some banks have all of the accounts on the same statement. Sometimes the banks have separate statements for different accounts. Sometimes thank you, Jonathan. Sometimes the statement will have the inputs and outputs grouped like this. So this month in October, we happen to have all of the deposits, all of the checks, and then other debits. Sometimes a bank statement will be grouped like that. Sometimes it'll just be by date. So it'll be, an in, an in, an in, an out, an out, an in, and out. Okay. Oh, you can't even see my hands, but okay. So they're all different. And so we change it up in the gym. So you always have like maybe a slightly different statement to look up. Okay, so that is our statement. I will put it over here, and then we'll pull that back when we need it. Okay. All right, step 1, we're going to click Accountant Tools and then Reconcile. Accountant Tools and then Reconcile. There are several places to be able to start a reconciliation. And we also, that's another thing we do in the gym, is we always match it, or we always mix it up so that you get practice doing it from a bunch of different places. Okay, so in the sample company, because you have never reconciled before, you're going to have this little get started thing that you have to get through, get started, and then it'll say, let's get reconciled. Okay, and then this is like in real life what it will be to reconcile. Okay, so that was steps 2 and 3. Steps 2 and then step 3. Okay, so now we're on step 4. So now we have to get started, and we're going to use the statement that you received from the bank to enter this information. Okay, so the first thing you need is, the account should already be selected for what we want. Then you need the ending balance. You need the ending date. Okay, now in real life, on the statement, it'll have, okay, so here's your beginning balance. Here is your ending balance. I'm just going to grab that right now because I'm going to use that in a sec. And then it will also have a date somewhere that is the cutoff for the transactions. Because the dates are always changing in the sample company, we're going to just use today's date for the ending date. But in real life, when you have a real statement, you want to use the actual ending date that's on there. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put this in. So we're going to put the ending balance found in the bank statement. So here we are. Checking is already selected. Here's the ending balance that I got from the statement. And then I'm going to just put in today, and quick tip, I can just put in a lowercase t and it'll automatically put in today. Okay, and then I'm going to click Start Reconciling. So that's how we get started. Okay, now I am not going to take the time to go over this today, but if you're brand new to reconciling, then you want to make sure and read this review so that you can understand what the page is that you're looking at. Like right here, what do all of these numbers mean and what's the goal? And you're always going to have to click close for all these things in the sample company. It's very annoying, okay? So make sure that you understand kind of the process. Basically, in a nutshell, what we're doing is we are wanting to get this number right here to 0. That's our goal. And like I think it was Jennifer said, it's just a puzzle. It's just a game. I love it. I'm glad that we're doing this today. It's October 6th and I have my own reconciliations to do. So it's motivating me to go do them because I just love it so much. Okay. I know I'm such a nerd. Okay. So when starting to reconcile in the company, you'll need to close several navigation pop-ups. Yes, that's annoying. So what we're going to start here, we're going to start by looking at just the deposits. And the reason that we're going to do that is because I closed it, is the statement has it grouped that way. Okay, so this statement has it grouped by just the deposits. In real life, honestly, I like to do that anyway, even if it's a statement that has like every other one, like sometimes it's a payment, sometimes it's a deposit, sometimes, I like to do that just because I can go through one column and do all of those. So, and usually there's less deposits than there are expenses. And so, so I just like to do it that way, but Okay, so we're going to click deposits right here, and that will just filter out all of the ones that are deposits. And we're going to go, let me go back to my exercise, okay? And we're going to use the sample bank statement to find all the matching deposits, okay? So you would look here on the statement, and I forgot. If you're not in the gym and you're watching this live and you need a copy of the bank statement, send us an email to support@fastandeasyqbo.com and we'll send that to you because you were here live, okay? But you can pretty much do this exercise without the statement too, because most of it's pretty laid out. Okay, so here's the statement. So what we're going to do is we're going to find all of these and we're going to check them off in the account. So we're going to go to QuickBooks. Okay, we're going to check them off. 75, 225. There is no 156, 105, 220, okay, and 694 and 337. Okay. So that should be good. Okay. Now you'll notice from the statement, there weren't all of them there. So there were some that were missing. This Red Rock 156 was missing, and this bank deposit 2062 was missing. So this happens all the time, guys. Like this is we do process bank feeds, and I didn't say what is the difference. Bank feeds is real time, like when it happens, and that's when you're trying to match them up. And reconciling is once a month. You look at the period. It's usually once a month. Sometimes if there isn't a lot of activity on an account, it'll be quarterly, but most of the time it's monthly. And now you're just going through, okay, do I really have everything? And sometimes you don't. So this is like real life. Is now you have to do this investigation, which is part of the game. Okay, so now let's see what happens in step 9. Notice there are 2 deposits on the statement that you don't see on the register. The first is an ACH deposit from Red Rock. This is likely a payment on an invoice for Red Rock Diner that you missed recording. If they had paid using QuickBooks Payment, QBO would have automatically recorded it. So they must have sent it directly to the bank, possibly with Zelle or some other service. Usually you would catch this kind of thing when processing the bank feeds, but not always. Let's take a look at Red Rock Diner's account and see if we can match them up. Okay, so we're going to hover over sales and select customers. It says, don't worry, QBO will save your progress. Okay, so we're going to go from here, and we're going to go to sales, and we're going to select customers. Okay, and then step 10, we're going to scroll to and find, and then we're going to click Red Rock Diner. Oops. There we go. Okay, we're going to scroll to, we're going to find Red Rock Diner. Okay, right, Red Rock Diner. We're going to click there. And we'll go back to the exercise. Step 11. Here we can see that Red Rock Diner does indeed have an outstanding invoice for $156. Let's record it. On the row for invoice 1024, click Receive Payment. Let's see, one right here. That's kind of big, isn't it? Let me make it a little smaller so you can see it better. There we go. Okay, so 156, that's exactly it. Receive Payment. While that's loading, I'm going to go back to the exercise, step 12. Okay, now this payment went directly to the checking account. I'm going to go back and make sure there's nothing in the chat here. Okay, The payment went straight to the checking account, which can happen, for example, if they're using Zelle. If they just didn't click the invoice, they just Zelled the 156, it went straight to there. So we don't need to put it in undeposited funds. We're just going to put it right in the checking account. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to hit save and close. Okay, so there's the 156. Yep. And it's not going to undeposited funds. It went straight to the checking account. So we're going checking, and then we're going to go save and close. I don't know what that new note thing was that popped up. Was that from QBO or was that from my live stream thing? I don't know. Okay. All right. Okay, so now we've done that. Steps 13 and 14. So that takes care of one of the deposits, but what about the other? It says bank deposit on the statement, so Craig must have gone to the bank. You ask him about this, and he says, oops, he finally took the checks from the drawer to the bank and forgot to tell you. What are the checks in the drawer? Those are the checks that are in undeposited funds, okay? These are the checks that, oh, I said it already. These are the checks that were received as payments, but marked for undeposited funds until Craig could take them to the bank. Let's create the deposit. Okay, so we're going to click plus new and bank deposit. You know what I would love some feedback on? Okay, so I've gotten feedback in the past that some people don't like to have a picture of every single thing they have to click, because eventually, they get to know, the things. But then this issue I did several steps like that where I just said not shown, just click plus new and do it. And then I got some feedback that says, no, I want the pictures of every single step. So I would love to find out from you guys your opinion on the whole thing. So anyway, so plus new and bank deposit, which is right here, I should know. Okay. So there we go. And then the checking account is already selected, so mark both of the checks. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so right here, I'm going to check this to include both of the checks. Dang, I can't believe I'm so slow even after I rebooted. There we go. Okay, and notice this was the missing number from the bank statement. Okay, so now I'm going to do save and close. I'm going to go back to my exercise. Okay, da-da-da. All right, it's all good. Step 15. Okay, return to reconciling by clicking Accountant Tools, then Reconcile. So Accountant Tools, and then Reconcile. Tracy says there are folks coming to gym brand new to QBO that will appreciate the extra effort to have a smooth, all-inclusive experience by having all screens. Yes, that's one person. I mean, yes, I know you feel that way, but there are also people who are like, oh, we know. I will tell you that coming soon, like we have so many exciting projects, guys. Like we have so many exciting projects. Right now, the gym, every issue is its own world. So every issue, it does not rely on the previous issue like anything you've known. However, coming soon, I don't know if I want to say soon, but in the future, we will have a new experience where it's actually building. So it actually you'll start basic and it'll get harder and harder and harder, more complex. So that's coming in the future. We have so many other like immediate projects that I can't tell you when that's going to happen. But anyway, Amy Lynn says, when I was new to this, the pictures are wonderful. Now I know the layout of QBO. I don't need them. I just skip over those instructions and get to the main practice. Yeah. But maybe, like Tracy says, we should always have every picture. But the feedback that I got before was that it was tedious. Like it was tedious to have to scroll. Like you said, you skip through them. And some people kind of like were annoyed that they had to skip through them. So I don't know. We're always learning and growing. We're always trying to give you exactly, what you need. So anyway, we're going to resume reconciling. It's 12:10. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. That was step 16, resume reconciling. Step 17, okay? Click deposits and you can see the new deposits have appeared at the bottom of the list. Remember, in a real life scenario, the dates should match the bank statement, okay? So when we recorded that received payment from Red Rock Diner, we should have used the date from the bank statement. When we did that, recorded that deposit of the undeposited funds, the date should have matched the bank statement, okay? So one question you might ask is, on bank statements, they often have a transaction date that's different than a statement date. Like on the list, it says, and the question is always, which of these should you use? And the answer is, I don't know. So I don't know, Corey, if you're still on and you have input on that, I never know which of those to use. So anyway, all right. So click deposits, All right. So deposits, look at this, always popping up. Let me see if I don't show this message again. I've done that before though, and see, it still pops up. It's just annoying. Okay, so now at the very bottom of the list, if I can scroll, oh, here we go. 156 right here and 206252. Okay, so now I have my all of my deposits. Okay, and I should say, okay, you'll notice that this one, like there are some that didn't go through. That happens. You will never have an exact match of everything here to what's on the bank statement because there's always delays. However, if it's old, you might say, why did this not show up in the bank? And you might have to investigate that. These probably didn't show up because they're after the cutoff date of the bank statement. So, okay, so reconciling, so we've done that. Okay, next we will find and check all of the checks. Click the Payments tab to see only the payment transactions. Okay, so Payments, right there. And then click the filter icon. You click the filter icon, use the transaction type drop down to select check, and then click Apply. Okay, so we're on Payments. But now we're going to use this filter right here that says transaction type right here. We're going to say we only want checks, and then we're going to click Apply. All right, so there's our checks. And I probably need to show my statement again. Okay, using the sample bank statement, find and check all of the clear checks. While it is common for not all of the checks to clear each month, that is for the recipient not to cash them, something seems off here. Okay, let's see why that is. Okay, let's go and we're going to look at our statement. Okay, and we have check number 4, 5, and 70 are the only ones that are on the statement. So we've got 4. We've got 5. Yeah, it has to refresh when you do that. Okay. And then 70. Okay. So before I read it, can you see like what is kind of weird about this? The only checks that got cashed were the ones that were for Chin's Gas and Oil. That is kind of strange, right? It's not strange that other checks didn't clear. That happens all the time, especially with checks. You give somebody a check and it takes them forever to actually put it in the bank, right? That's not unusual. What's unusual is this. Why are they only Chin's gas and oil? And if you were following in the rest of the issue of the gym, you would know that in the story, Chin's gas and oil, Craig actually hands the checks to. So let's go read this further. It says, while it is common for not all of the checks to clear each month, that is, for the recipient not to cash them, something seems off here. Only the checks from Chin's gas and oil were cashed. Those are the ones that Craig actually hands to Tommy Chin. All of the others were mailed. Oh my goodness. Did Craig forget to mail the checks? You check, and sure enough, there's the pile of mail he was supposed to take to the post office. You will have to talk to Craig and perhaps do some damage control with the vendors, explaining what happened and that their checks are being mailed right away. In the meantime, let's continue with the reconciliation. This is one of the things I love about the gym, is that we're always trying to put this kind of stuff in the gym so that you can really start being able to see and run into like things that actually happen. So we have like this kind of stuff all the time. All right, so we're gonna click X check to remove the check filter. Okay, so here we are. Remember how we have only checks here that we're looking at? And we have this payment, so we're gonna take off this filter right here, so it's not just checks, but it's still gonna show us just the payments, okay? All right, so we're almost done, and then we'll get into the marketing prompts. Okay, finally, we will turn our attention to the remaining debits. Using the sample bank statement, find and check off the first 2 debit payments, okay? So that's gonna be this $300 and $250. Okay, this $300 and $250. Okay. You notice that the next 2 items on the list are sales tax payments. Only one of them matches the bank statement. Okay, so let's take a look at the bank statement. Here again is the bank statement. Okay. Here, right here, Board of Equalization, $38.50. Okay, so we've got one that's $38.50 and one that is $38.40. Okay, $38.50, $38.40. Now, remember I said that the entire focus of the October issue of the gym is sales tax. So we learned all about this previously in the gym. So now it's just a matter of just taking a look. Now you cannot edit sales tax, even though you have an edit button, you actually can't edit sales tax payments, but you can look at the details. So if I click this first one, $38.50, this is the matching one. The amount matches. It also says Board of Equalization. So what's the other one? The other one is, let's click this one and then click Edit. Notice this is Arizona Department of Revenue. Okay, so this means that you paid the Department of Revenue, but it hasn't shown up yet at the bank. So maybe that's something that's worth investigating. I don't know. But for right now, we're just going to hit $38.50. Okay, you cannot edit sales tax payments. However, okay, we did that. 26, we did that. 27 through 28, we did that. Okay, using the sample bank statement, continue checking the remaining payment/debit transactions. Notice that there is one transaction missing. Craig forgot to tell you that he had transferred money from the checking to the savings account. Usually you would catch this sort of thing when processing bank feeds, but not always. It's okay, we'll just add the transaction ourselves. Okay, so we are going to first check off the remaining things. So we've got let's see, 8909. And this is typically how I do it, guys, is that I just look at the number. And then if something's fishy, that's when I like stop and go, I look at letters. I all day, every day, I prefer to look at numbers than letters. You know, Corey gave me a hard time the other day because I said that because I made a comment like that I like numbers better than words. And she said, but you have a degree in linguistics, which is true. My degree is in linguistics. But that is because a degree in linguistics, actually, many people don't realize what it is. They think that it's just like learning a bunch of languages, but it is the science of language, and it is more like a math degree than an English degree. So it's because I could apply a math brain to English. That's why, or not just English, but language. And so that's why. Okay, I'm getting distracted. We're already way over time, guys, but we're almost finished. So we have the $1,000. And so now we just have to add that transfer that he forgot to tell you about. So that's step 30 and 31. We're going to select plus new transfer. Then we're going to transfer funds from checking to saving. It's going to be $1,000 and save and close. Okay, so we're going to go to plus new transfer. From checking to savings, $1,000. Okay, and remember the date should be the date on the statement. We just don't use dates in the sampling company because they're weird. All right, so I'm going to hit save and close. Okay, and oh yeah, it's going to be at the bottom. So I'm going to hit $1,000 and green check mark. Oh, my favorite thing. This one's even better because I'm going to hit finish now, and it's going to pop up with a big green check mark that says you reconciled this account. Woohoo! In a real life scenario, you would have a little link that gives you the opportunity to attach the statement. We can't do that in the sample company, so I'm just going to click done. All right. Okay, and that is it. That is, oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I did that. Okay, now. Once so I'm in the gym and I go and I do my exercise and I check this off and it goes ka-ching and you get points. Woohoo! Yay. Look, it says 0 for me because I'm an admin and so I'm getting the real thing. Okay? Once you have done all of the exercises and checked all of the boxes, so you've done this and then you've done this. Woohoo! Uh-oh, there we go. Now, when I click here, before I did that, when I clicked here, nothing would happen. But now, I click here for some sample posts, and dun-dun-dun, I get marketing prompts so that I have ideas of what to post on social media. So, I just did the warm-up, strength. Okay, so cool down, right here are all of the things, okay? So let's see, which one did we learn about just now? You learned about bank transfers, okay? We just did that last one for bank transfers. So you can go to bank transfers. Here's a sample post. Yes, business owner, it is so easy to record a transfer from one account to another in QuickBooks Online. Happy to show you, okay? You just learned how to do that. We just did it together. So now you can say on LinkedIn or whatever your other social media stuff, you can say, hey, guess what? I know how to do this. So you can just copy this and you can put it right in LinkedIn or whatever. But what I wanted to show you, because so many people, and this is going to be the last thing today. I know we're way, way, way over time. This is going to be the last thing. Is several people have connected with me on LinkedIn, which I love. You're welcome to do that. And I get to see, when you connect with me on LinkedIn, I get to see you using these prompts, okay? And, oh, I have to see there. I was there. I was right here with, this is Angelique Brewers. She's a business coach, and you guys all recognize Kristen Bell. And I was at this event, and I was right there. And so that was exciting. Okay. But I haven't talked about it much. I wonder if there's a picture of me here. Yeah. I did talk to Mary Steenburgen briefly. But anyway, so here we are. I wanted to show you, here you just go on LinkedIn. Sarah Bareilles was amazing. And you can just paste your marketing prompt right there. I don't know if Joel ended up on the chat. Let's see. Who posted? Jonathan. Jonathan, can you put this marketing post in the chat so that if there are like new people, let's see. Kelly says, it's good to know I don't have to click save for later button. Yes, it always goes back to. Yay, something new you learned today. All right. And Kelly, you're in the gym. So if one of you could post this marketing prompt, because we want anybody who's here live to get this prompt, because they earned it. They just did this exercise. And I think Joel couldn't ever get back onto the live stream. Okay. So anyway, so you can just post it right on here, and that's great. Like that's something. You guys just need to be putting yourself out there. And I'm seeing all sorts of fun things that people are posting. And I wanted to just post out, see if I can find one of you guys. But I wanted to highlight, okay, Jennifer, she is in our group. This is, I don't think that's not one of our marketing posts. Let's see. Okay, so the key thing is that you want people to engage with your post. Okay, so you want them, LinkedIn will love you more and show you to more people if people like actually like or comment or just click on it. And here is the secret to getting them to click on it, is that you want it to be not fully shown, okay? So you want them to be able to click, you want to force them to click see more. And I'm trying to see, I'm not seeing any come up right away. So I'm going to show you the one that I saw earlier today. And Jackie, I don't know if Jackie is on the call today. I haven't seen you in the chat. Oh, thank you, Jonathan, for posting the marketing prompt for us. Okay, so I don't think Jackie is on today, but this is one of ours, dear business owners. So you got a credit from one of your. I love this one. Okay, this is the one I mentioned to her was really great. This is one of our marketing prompts, and what she did was she took this image, credit card rewards, then she put the prompt in here. It says, "Hey business owner, space, please tell me you're not recording those credit card rewards as," and it forces me as somebody reading the post to click see more. Okay? So this, I just wanted to point out because she did a great job. In fact, somebody tag her in the Facebook group and say, "Hey, Jackie, you got called out today. It was awesome. We love what you're doing with the marketing prompts." Okay? So yeah, so here's one. She was just getting started where she just posted it just as is. Still good because you still have to click see more, but even better because it has the image that's on it. Okay, and I like this one too, where you can. This one really sticks out. Okay, that's it. That's it. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's 12:31, guys. Although, I mean, I do tend to talk too much on these things, but also I did have some technical difficulties. So, okay, I think that's it. Amy Lynn says, thank you for the info about LinkedIn. I just got on this. Okay, yay. All right, that's it. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I hope that your day and your weekend goes better than this live stream did today. Don't forget the key things. Clean up waitlist. Get your certification finished by October 31st. And join the power team if you want to be part of this new and game-changing, career-changing thing that we are launching. And let's see. Oh my gosh. This is a super long chat. Tracy. Okay, that's more about I will read that in a minute. That is more about whether we should in the exercises have pictures for every single thing. Okay, so that's it. You guys have a fantastic weekend. I will see you on Monday for Mindset Monday. I have something up my sleeve that is very special for Monday, so I can't wait. All right, you guys have a great one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.